Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be making a lot of money. This week, Rockstar has double income on all sale missions when it comes to air freight cargo. That means if you fill an entire warehouse with either chemicals, medical supplies, or narcotics, you will make $5.1 million. But it gets even better, because selling in a public lobby will also give you a high demand bonus. So I'm going to make an insane amount of money today, hopefully in the ballpark of around $7.5-ish million, which is ridiculous when you think about that, just for one simple sale mission. I mean, that's literally more money than special cargo makes in certain cases, so that's pretty insane. We have 0.7 miles left for our first drop-off, which is just down the road. So let's give it some speed. Oh yeah, let's go. Somebody else left the lobby. Oh boy. I don't like to actually see people leaving the lobby. Like, as long as people aren't messing with me, I hope that this lobby has 30 people, although it doesn't really matter. The way the high demand bonus works is very simple. I've talked about it in previous videos, and essentially, if you have over 21 people in the lobby, you are going to get a 50% bonus on your sale mission. That's a lot, 50%. Now wait a sec, Mr. Poob, you might be asking, isn't it a lot more dangerous to sell in a public lobby? Well, yes, there are risks that you're willing to take if you sell in a public lobby, like the fact that somebody in a Presser Mark II, their flying broomstick, might just be like, oh my god, this guy's trying to make money. Boom, pressing missiles! Yeah, there's a lot of people like that out there. They're douchebags, they try to ruin your fun. However, there are some ways that you can scout a lobby and plan ahead to where you don't have to worry about those problems. For example, before I started recording today's video, I made sure that there was nobody dying in my lobby. And you'll notice that while I'm driving as well, on the kill feed, basically nobody's killing each other. That's a #1 red flag. If you see a bunch of people saying killed, killed, killed over and over and over, and it's players fighting each other, that could mean two things. A, there's a modder who's just constantly killing people over and over, or B, you're just in a toxic lobby filled with a bunch of tryhards. If those two things happen, just go to a new lobby. Don't even waste your time if you see a bunch of people dying, because there is a chance that those people will then want you to die while you're doing your sale mission. The second bit of advice I always say, make sure you sell, as long as you're not doing like motorcycle club sale missions, make sure you're selling in a CEO. Very simple reason, you have your secure serve abilities, specifically the ability to go off the radar for 3 minutes. This sale mission that I'm going to show you only took about 8 minutes in total. 3 minutes of that is like 35% of the entire sale mission. So because of that, it's very easy. Whenever somebody comes near me that I don't trust, let's say they're on an Oppressor Mark II or in a Toreador, I'm just gonna put on Ghost Org, and for the next 3 minutes I'm fine, and then I can complete the mission. The best part about selling in a public lobby is even if somebody blows up your product, for example, with my air freight cargo, if I were to do 7 out of the 10 deliveries, I would make 70% of the money I normally would have. But because there's still 20 plus people in the lobby, I'm gonna make an additional 50% on that sale mission, actually meaning that I would still profit more even selling in a public lobby than I would have solo. So usually what I say is if you can sell more than 60 to 70% of your cargo, even if it gets blown up, you're still gonna break even or maybe even net positive selling in a public lobby. See, at the end of the day, it is obviously up to you, but I always recommend to at least try it, especially if you want to get that extra bit of cash. If you think there's gonna be somebody that blows you up, right? Let's say somebody's starting to shoot at you, they kill you if worst case scenario happens. Then press your little start button on your remote or press escape on your keyboard, go to a new lobby instantly. You're not gonna lose anything in the sale mission and you should be completely fine. Now, the less people in the lobby, the less the bonus is going to be. So if you have 10 people, then it's going to be a 25% bonus instead of 50%. So that is something that you should always keep in mind when it comes to the sale missions. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. As you can see though, there's only 16 people at the lobby at this point because people keep leaving. All right, well, let's keep on going. There's nobody near me as of right now and nobody near my destination we're going to, so I'm not really too worried as of yet. Now, not only are you going to be able to make double money when it comes to air freight cargo this week, but you're also going to be able to make double money when it comes to your data leaks with the Dr. Dre, which I'll have a video talking about tomorrow. So it's actually a really good week for making money. Oh, I did not realize there was a poll there. kind of hid right in. But there you go. Delivery number 2 complete. Our next drop-off is literally right down the road, which is going to be pretty simple. We're already at drop-off 2 out of 10 delivered. I mean, you guys can't see it because I've just realized my face is blocking it. Let me fix that. Let me pause my game really quick. Well, our next drop-off is right down the road. Here we are, and done. Okay, that's 3 out of 10. Got a couple more to go. Let's move on to the next one. Ideally hoping that 4 more people join the lobby before we finish the sale mission, so we can obviously make the max amount of money. Oh my god! What the heck just happened there, Rockstar? Alright, it's fine. We're just gonna reverse our vehicle and yeet! I don't know why it's not showing me where my waypoint is, but it should be fine. Let's just roll through here, taking the back alleys over to our next destination. Yeah, it looks like they do want me to enter with the blue flare areas. I didn't actually know that. But either way, we're already at our next drop-off, which is pretty easy. Stop the vehicle! Boom! Okay, that time the crate did not fling our vehicle backwards. I don't know why that crate weighs like 8,000 pounds, but I guess it does. I also don't know where they're coming from. We've spawned like 8 crates out of this vehicle, or like 5 so far, even though it doesn't really make sense you could fit 5 in here to begin with. Next drop-off, stop the vehicle. Okay, next one's right around the road. I don't even know why I'm setting the waypoints. Like, we can literally see the destination is like 2 feet in front of us, but I guess I'm just so used to setting waypoints that, I don't know, I just always do it. Alright, well this one gives me a little bit of a clue where we need to go, even though that one was really easy to figure it out all on my own. Don't mind me, just placing a random crate. At this point, we have delivered 8 out of our 10 crates in total, and I think this really nails it on the head, just how easy it is to do air freight cargo sale missions. Previously, before we had land sale missions available, you only had the ability to sell your cargo in planes. And sometimes you would get lucky, and it was a single helicopter or plane, but sometimes you would get very unlucky, and it would be 4 planes to do all separate drop-offs with. It would absolutely suck. Thankfully, Rockstar realized, holy crap, these sale missions are the worst and nobody wants to do them. So instead, let's make it so you can have land sale missions. I still think it's kind of weird that you can use vehicles for air freight cargo, but I'm not going to complain. They're easy sale missions and they're single vehicles, which means that anybody can do it solo. So as you can see, it took me about 8 minutes in total to complete today's sale mission. And just like that, all we need to do is leave the area. Now there's 18 people per lobby at the time of completion, and with a $5.1 million base paycheck, that means we're gonna make 7.1 million buckaroonies. Yes, you heard that right. Actually, $7.25 million. I mean, that is insane money when you think about it. So air freight cargo is a massive sum of money. But the part of the video you didn't see is how much time it took me to fill the warehouse. This is not an easy task. It was about 8 hours of me sitting at my desk, watching YouTube on one monitor, and grinding all day on the other. So, is it worth it? No. Honestly not. I mean, I know this whole video is talking about air freight cargo's great with double money and this and that, but Rockstar also has the ability to make double money on the data leaks, which is going to pay you $2 million for about an hour and a half of effort. If you pair that with the Cayo Perico heist, that's about a $1.7 million payout for the Cayo Perico heist, plus the $2 million from the data leaks. That is, what, $3.7 million there. And that's about maybe 2.5, 3 hours of work. So $3 million for about, actually almost $4 million for about 3-ish hours of work, we'll say. If you double that to 6 hours, then yeah, you're already making more money than this, and it's in a faster amount of time. But what I will say is it's pretty chill on the sale mission, and if you want to passively just grind maybe 10 crates a day, which should only take you about an hour or so, and then maybe tomorrow you want to grind some more crates, and then at the end of the week do your sale mission, that is what I would suggest to do. That way you don't burden yourself by grinding this all day, you just do it slow at a time and sell on the final day. At the end, I think it's still a really good way to make money. It's incredibly profitable, and because the sale missions are so easy, I would recommend to do it in a public lobby. If you don't want to sell in a public lobby, honestly, I just wouldn't recommend to do this business, because instead of making 7.2 million, you would have made 5 million. And at that point, you might as well just do the Cayo Perico heist and Dr. Dre. You'll make way more hourly. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.